I'm headed to the tent once again. Second time of the season. I put it up, maybe a week before season. Hunted it the first night of season, saw several deer. If you haven't watched that video, check it out. It's a good one. Also, my son and I both connected. I got a doe, he got a buck. He got a really nice buck. He got his target buck. A buddy of mine, Chase and Darren, they both got good mature bucks. Fixing to jump in this tent once again and see what happens tonight. I did bring my compound tonight. As you can see, whenever I draw back, it's tough for a big guy in one of these tents. This is probably going to be the first and last time I bring it to a ground blind this year. Crossbow, I have no trouble shooting it out of one of these, but I get elevated, I'll be back up using a compound. bad shot on him. Pulled to the left. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. I know that's a dead deer, but it's not going to be a fast death. Shot him too far back. I have watched the footage. I'm using a Sony camera. I can transfer that data from the camera to my phone just by the click of a couple buttons. Unfortunately, he got out of screen when I shot him. I had no idea, but as his antlers would have been in the screen, his body wasn't, but as he run back through there, blood was pouring out of him. Maybe it's better than I thought, but I know it's at least middle of the body. I shot him at 6:55. It's 7:01 right now. I'm gonna sure give it some time. I'm not gonna push this deal at all. I will go find my arrow before it gets dark. Do have good blood up here where he run away, and I know the shot was too far back, so there's a possibility that it hit one of those main arteries. There's blood clear over here on that tree, but I am definitely going to give it some time before I go in after him. Nowadays we've got the use of a dog, we've got the use of a drone. No reason to go in there and push him. There's blood all splattered down through there. Blood. Blood. Actually bleeding really well. My nephew shot one a few years ago and hit one of those main arteries. Hit a little bit far back, and that deer didn't run but about 40 yards. The way our coyote population is, I'd hate to not at least look real briefly here and him be laying not too far in here. So I talked to the drone guy. He could be here at midnight. Talked to another guy who was up here hunting, and he was willing to come and help me. Got the track dog out. The guy behind me is named Mark. He's from Texas. Comes up here and shoots these big Oklahoma deer. Right, Mark?
That's right.
Yeah. But Ringo has stayed on it. We're not going to track in here too terribly far. We have been kind of on and off some blood. But Ringo has been doing the most of the smelling. We're roughly about 100 yards in. Ringo's got him found. It was a horrendous shot, but hey, we got to him before the coyotes did. My first buck with the Droptine at all. Got 1, 2, 3 Droptines on the right side. One more recovery by Ringo. I love these big mule deer forks that this buck's got. Droptine ×3. He's got 2 in there about 1.5 inches long, and he's got the one that's about 4 to 5 inches long. Neighbors had a picture of him last year. I had 1 or 2. He's not as old as a deer as I typically go out to shoot. I fell in love with these rack earlier in the season, and I don't think there was anybody else probably going to let that deer walk either. He had been injured in the left hip in the summer, and so he's a lot thinner than the average deer in the area. I'm not thinking the deer would have died from it by any means. I think he was recovered from it, but he actually looks better now than he did a month ago. But hey, thanks a lot for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Good luck yourself. Thank the good Lord above for your success and also for your failures. This wasn't the best shot I've ever made, but it was lethal. He made it a little over 100 yards.